Sony just dropped a new state of play yesterday, so here are my favorite things. Please put your favorite things in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought about the show. Neo 3. I'm gonna be honest, the first time I saw Neo 3, I honestly thought it was just DLC for Neo 2, and that is simply because the aesthetic between the Neo games look very similar, so I just assumed it was DLC. Now, I must admit, I was impressed with the trailer. I did like the fact that you can switch between a samurai and a ninja. I think the ninja gameplay looks really sick. And maybe that's because I'm yearning for a new Tenchu at some point, like an actually legit, like AAA Tenchu. But I feel like this trailer did a good job of showcasing the difference between the two types of gameplay style. The environments, I think, are a plus, even though it does resemble the other games. The yokai or the demons or whatever, they still look very threatening. They match the deep, dark, foreboding environments that they reside in. So I think this game is gonna be really fun. Hopefully I can get into this one, unlike the other two games. 007 First Light. Now, I'm gonna admit I am not a big 007 fan. It's been around my entire life. There's been movie after movie, game after game, and yes, I did like 007 on the N64. Now, here, I did not like how the narrative scenes look. I thought there was something just off about it. I still can't put my finger on it, even though I watched the trailer around 3 times, but something seems a little bit off there. However, the gameplay, I feel like, looks fantastic. The amount of action that they crammed into that little sizzle reel at the end of the trailer, I thought it was stellar. Now, the main character does look a little bit generic. He looks like a cross between Tom Cruise, Nathan Drake, and Cuz from Deliverer's Kingdom 2. I believe his name is Harry. I haven't played the game yet. Yes, I do want to play it, but I haven't gotten around to it. But with all that said, I think this game is going to be a pretty good game. I have a hard time seeing how this game could go wrong unless it comes out with a bunch of bugs and it's not playable. It looks like a really fun ride. And honestly, I'm willing to give it a shot. Similar to Indiana Jones, I haven't gotten around to it yet. Not a big Indiana Jones fan, but I think it looks great. Tides of Tomorrow. Now, this game is very intriguing to me, simply because it reminds me of the failure called Brink back in the days. I know I keep bringing up Brink, but this looks like that game with a better art style and maybe a better gameplay loop. Love the colorfulness of the environments. I think it looks fantastic. The main thing that I'm kind of confused about with this game is the fact that it's a multiplayer story game, and they're saying that other players will input and affect your story, and I'm really intrigued to see how this series is gonna pull it off. So maybe it will come out and be a whole bunch of nothing, or maybe it will come out and revolutionize the multiplayer genres. So we'll see. We'll see about that. But I think the trailer was cool nonetheless. Sea of Remnants. This game was another surprise to me because I am not a big fan of pirates. Quick rundown. I don't like unicorns, fairies, vampires, pirates, and things of that ilk because I feel like they're overdone and they're overused. But in this trailer, it was very refreshing seeing sentient mannequins come to life and have a pirate adventure. Very colorful, beautiful trailer. It kind of reminds me of my work, which is always a good thing. Honestly, I can't quite put my finger on what kind of game this is. I swore I saw a little stint of turn-basedness within the trailer, but I'm still not sure exactly what's going on here. But the trailer got me interested to play the actual game. Sea of Swords. We got Journey mixed with Tony Hawk. This game looks like you're actually skating through a whole ass painting. I really like the aesthetic of this game. This studio makes these really nice games that you can beat in a few hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours. They made Journey, they made Abzu. I loved both of those. In my opinion, they're more of interactive art than an actual game, but all games are interactive art if you really look at it. Can't wait to play this. I know it's gonna be short and sweet, and it's gonna be quite the experience. Marvel Tolkien Fighting Souls. At least I believe that's how the name goes. Correct me in the comment section. This game looks badass. And I am not into fighting games, but I am from the era of the original Marvel vs. Capcom, and I adore the look of this game. Admittedly, I probably won't play it, but I will be watching the hell out of those streams of the professionals that kick ass with whatever squad they choose. This game is made by Arc Systems. Now, I'm not into fighting games again, but I know the fighting games. They made Guilty Gear and Dragon Ball FighterZ. Both games I just watched streams of because honestly, my hands are falling apart and I don't have the patience to learn combos and how to block properly, so forth, so forth. And I know it's probably going to be worth the squeeze if I actually get into fighting games, but I let go of that genre years ago. This looks incredible. The Marvel characters, even though I've seen them ad nauseum at this point, they look well designed. The art style is stellar. I just can't wait to see more of this game. I cannot wait until this appears at EVO. As we all know, or may not know, Sony has bought EVO, so hopefully we'll get some of this action at the next EVO. This game looks fantastic. I think it's one of the best things at the show. Okay, now we're going into the dark and dreary. Silent Hill F. I am still behind on Silent Hill. I feel like Silent Hill is that one series that I know everything about, but have never played. Well, I've played it, but it was so long ago that I've pretty much forgotten everything. So I'll just say I have never played. So Silent Hill F looks like a mixture of Fatal Frame and my worst nightmares. This looks like it's going to be something that I play in the basement with all the lights off by myself, taking notes while fearing for my life. For some weird reason, I feel like horror games is that genre that I really want to get in. But for whatever reason, I only play the Resident Evil series. So I am glad to see games are still coming out that are super terrifying, yet very intriguing. The trailer really had a good tone to it, and I'm already scared, and I haven't even touched this game. So to all my Silent Hill fans out there, you get a bow because you guys are brave, and hopefully one day I can join your ranks because I really want to play Silent Hill 2 remake. It looks fire, and this looks fire as well. All right, one of my favorites of the show, I can't lie, Prague Mata. Now, this game looks so dope in my opinion. Honestly, I thought the great Kojima had a hand in it, but come to find out it's actually a Capcom game, which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at, simply because some of the aesthetics remind me of Vanquish, which is a very good thing. Also, Diane, I believe her name is Diane or Diana, reminds me of Megan, and I think Megan is a pretty badass little robot evil mech thing, whatever she was. So it's good to see the flip side of Megan in Diana, and she's actually on your back assisting you. I really love the highly conceptualized sci-fi look of this game. I don't think we have enough of them, so I am very intrigued to play this game. I am still not sure exactly how this game is going to pan out. It may pan out to be a whole bunch of nothing, but in terms of the trailer delivering, it convinced me that, yeah, I need to give this game a shot. It looks really good. Last but certainly not least, I would say I'm a bit of a No More Heroes fan, so to see Grasshopper come back with Romeo is a Dead Man, I was over the moon. I was over the moon. There's something about Suda51 Grasshopper that just connects with my creative heart. Suda, Grasshopper, they just know how to present a game for me to care. And honestly, I had no idea it was from Grasshopper until the very end of the trailer. But I did get a little inkling of Travis in this game simply by watching the fighting within the trailer. I love the character design. I love the fact that he has on a white suit with a mask, with a sentient bomber jacket. I just think it looks fantastic. The combat got shit flying all over the place, particle effects for days, and it looks like it's gonna be an absolute blast. Apparently, Romeo is supposed to be trying to save Juliet, so that is typical Suda nonsensory, and I absolutely love it. Now, I must admit, I didn't really finish No More Heroes 3 because I really hated the villains in that game. They just didn't strike as good as part 1 and part 2. So it's good to see that Grasshopper is back on the development side and is making another game, because there's not a developer quite like Grasshopper Entertainment. So I am very glad that they're back. In this trailer, I think delivers in spades. Can't wait to see more of it. And it's just unfortunate because every game that we've showed here, we're not going to be playing them for a number of years. I just saw The Witcher 4 tech demo. It's not going to look like that, y'all. We're not going to get that on the PS5. Don't psych yourselves out. But I thought it was a decent show. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. For those of you who have no idea who I am, my name is Jabalani Ori. I am an artist that's still creating art with human hands in today's time. If you would like to see my work, head over to my website, jahbu.com, and have a gander. If you're on social media, you can simply follow me at JAH_ART, Jabu_art. Until next time, my wonderful people, Xbox is having a showcase this weekend, so next week's video will be covering that. One love. Peace.